late in the day on July 3rd. Tomorrow is Independence Day, the birthday of the United States of America. There's a little hermit crab. Out moving along. Wind is blowing out of the southwest. The sun's starting to go down. Look at that little guy. Oh. A little out of my reach. I'd have to step down from this dock to pick him up, and I think I'll just let him, or her, just let him be. You think it sees me? It probably does. What's it doing? Looking for some food. The water is nice. It's getting a little more clear. It's been cloudy. Oh, there's a blue crab. A little female blue crab that'll be molting very soon. You can tell it's got the little reddish, orangish ends on the claws. That's a girl. I don't know how to tell a boy from a girl hermit crab. Look, it's got like kind of a rusty color on the bottom of the shell. Hermit crabs don't make their own shells. They have to go and find their shells. And as they get bigger, they move out of one and into another. But you know that. You had hermit crabs. You had the land kind of hermit crabs. These are marine hermit crabs. They like to live under the water. We've seen a blue crab and a hermit crab. In the pond back there were quite a few fish and some egrets. Imagine all the birds right now have full bellies. This time of year, should be. Heard something in the water over there. What's that? Wasn't looking. I don't know if I caught it on camera. It must be mullets. Maybe it's mullets. Could be anything. I think it's fish. Yeah. People fishing over there. Beautiful day. Blackbirds. Saw a bunny rabbit too. Little marsh rabbit. Some folks are kayaking. Enjoying the great outdoors. It's nice. We had a few days ago, we had some big thunderstorms and a lot of flies, little deer flies, which is so aggravating. Had come out, had hatched out, and they were everywhere around the marsh, anywhere where there was marsh. There were deer flies, but then we had a little change in the weather. We had some northeast wind, and for right now, there's not too many bugs, which is nice. Look at these pretty wildflowers. How about that? I don't usually see the flowers on this. Pretty yellow flowers. It's purple flowers. 4th of July is very important to remember that a lot of effort and dedication and believing in certain very important things, and people to cause the English British colonists to stand up against the monarchy of England, to stand up against tyranny, and to form a nation based on a constitution that incorporated a lot of very high ideals about protecting freedoms of the individual. And it came out of a long process of philosophy that had developed over a long period of time in other parts of the world. And they incorporated it into the country that became the United States. It doesn't mean the United States has always done everything following and abiding by those principles, but it means that we have a country that's built on those principles, and we should be always trying to correct ourselves to live up to those ideals and standards. And it gives people more of a chance to fight for those rights if they've been wronged. And it was a very courageous process. And a lot of the other English colonies, they didn't do that. They didn't fight for their independence. And as a result, they didn't end up with as strong of a constitution that protected individual rights once they did separate from the crown. So America is a very special place in that way. So don't forget that. There's the old Body Island Lighthouse. It's got a lot of history. There's a lot of history in coastal North Carolina. And right here in Dare County, sort of all kinds of things have happened here for a little place. The Wright brothers, the Lost Colony, things around maritime history and shipwrecks and pirates and commerce and other things that have been done here too. It's been chosen for different odd things. There's a lot of work that was done with the first wireless transmissions. It's a beautiful place. Birds up there. Just sitting on the wires. Anyhow, make sure you appreciate your freedoms and your rights, and always be able to go back and study things for yourself and know the foundation and principles of things. They're your rights. Oh, there's a little bunny. Hey, little little marsh bunny. I bet you'd like it. There's no flies. I think the flies are pretty rough on the bunnies and the deer. It's nice when they don't have any flies biting on them. Yep, all this nice green grass to fill their bellies. So always learn the things for yourself, because even in places where you think you're being taught the right way, you might not be. So you have to be able to go back to the source of things and study it for yourself and learn how to analyze things. It's very, very important, and it's as a citizens of a free country, it's really a duty for everybody to try and educate themselves on all of those things: the history, the fundamentals, the principles, and to always try and, even when you have opinions and beliefs that you think strongly of, if you have to always be able to check those against the things that we live by. And also the other side is when we're always going to do things, every human's going to do things to kind of overstep those principles and things too, and you have to check yourself. You have to realize that, humans can have higher standards and ideals, just like things in the Bible, than what we're always able to live up to. But we have to better ourselves, and we have to look and see if other people are flagrantly trying to, well, in some cases we would say break the law, but in other cases it's more than that. They're going beyond breaking the law, and they're just trying to take power or control above and beyond what is allowed or agreed upon, or from the principles that give us a place of freedom and peace for us all to live by. And so we all have to, one is have our own standards to not infringe upon those things ourselves, and at the same time we also have to understand it so that we can see when other people are abusing their power and overstepping other people's rights. It's all very important, and a lot of people died and fought and suffered to ensure that we would have those rights. Oh, such a beautiful, beautiful place. I love you.